It's Wrecking Ball Radio.
Shut up and entertain me.
There's no rules. There's no rules.
Holy sh**, it's amazing.
I see her sarcasm and nastiness grow.
This is Davin's Den.
Good evening, everybody. You are listening to Davin's Den. Yes, Davin's Den, the show that is better than suing a comedian. Don't do it. You'll lose. You can watch us on DavinComedy.com and on Facebook Live on the Davin's Den page. I'm your host, Davin Rosenblatt. I'm joined by Joe Curry. Hello, Joe.
Hello, sir.
Thank God. NASA can't run itself without you. And Pip Helix. Hello, Pip.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Pip. On the show, scamming scammers, turbulent air, and is JetBlue anti-Semitic? This was Pip's blog, so Pip delved into whether JetBlue is Jew blue or what exactly is going on over.
When I saw that on the prep sheet, I was like, Jew blue.
Well,
That's so terrible, yet very funny.
thank you. And an interview with author Carl Unebu. He's the author of the book Comedy Goes to Court: When People Stop Laughing and Start Fighting. So we had a nice interview with him. We will start with some show news.
Yes.
Long time in the making. They had to deal with me for a long time, but here we are. We are once again nationally syndicated. Two times nationally syndicated.
Yes.
We are happy to join the family of Talk Media Network.
That is so cool.
It is very cool. So I've been talking to them for a while, and we are available for affiliates that if they want to start putting us in cities, putting us on their networks. You can get us, well, not live, but live on the air for them, 6 p.m. on Saturday nights. So you're pre-comedy, if you will.
Yes, you pregame.
But if you wanted it on another night, you could do that, and that's why we've been for 3/4 of a year now. Been doing a certain part of the show. It was segment 2, now it's segment 3. With a certain clock and limited ourselves. I will say it has cut down on the fighting.
We don't have time to fight.
There's no time to fight. Just when you're rolling up your sleeves. Now for fighting, it's personal. It's not about subject matter.
Moms everywhere are keeping their kids to a clock because it cuts down the time.
Oh, they're talking politics, and now on to the next.
Now it's the next segment.
Which is not a bad thing.
No.
It's not they're still fighting, but you know.
Oh yeah.
So
It's like that cartoon where the dog and the cat punch in.
Oh yeah, exactly.
and I debuted our new logo.
Yes. That.
You like the new logo?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Has all 3 of us on there. And our slogan now, I mean, we used to be Wrecking Ball Radio, which we still kind of are, but seriously funny.
I like it.
It's hard to come up with a slogan, like to be succinct.
Yes, and to try to give people the idea of what we're doing, what we're about, without sounding like...
Well, I mean, because we're going to be on terrestrial, you can't go 3 assholes.
Which we'd like to do, but
sure,
that's more succinct.
That is
to the point.
It is. It definitely describes what the show is.
Three assholes arguing.
Yeah. But so that's why we've been clean, which I don't mind being clean.
I do. It's hard.
No, he just said no. He said no. I mean, once in a while somebody slips, but it's just...
Yeah, but no, most of the time...
No, last time was you. If we're keeping score, last time was you.
But I've had the more slips than he has.
Yes, amazingly, I have not.
I know, but it's like, I think it's because my day program is more of a rough and tumble kind of environment than I used to work in. So now I'm used to I don't have to filter myself all day. So when I'm doing the show, it's like, oh, I can let loose. It's like, oh, not completely.
Well, I mean, you can for 2/3 of the show.
Right.
I mean, there's like 39 minutes where you have to be a human being. And we're still taking breaks in between where we're talking before I get us queued up, where you could be an asshole. So it's not like you're going cold turkey, like, oh my God, I can't say fuck.
For 35 minutes, they have to be
Yeah, I mean, seriously. And she's getting like the sweats, like in the hives. It's so hard. I can't do it. Oh, let me say fuck on the break.
Well, no, it's just that I have very little filter to start with, and so this is just like a challenge.
So initially, what's going to happen with Talk Media Network, they're going to get the hour that we do with the 10 minutes and the 9-minute segments. But they also get the whole show in podcast form. So they get the unedited version as well. So if people are fans of those stations or Talk Media Network, I don't know exactly where the link is yet, but there will be the link because I've been giving them the shows. They can hear the full unedited version with all the cursing and the longer versions, the stuff I don't have to cut out just for time and everything.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so it's all going to be there, and who knows, at some point, we might do 2/3 of the show terrestrial style, or 3/3 of the show. It's all
3 segments.
It'll make
Motherfucker!
it'll make for a shorter show. So I mean, it certainly gets us out of here quicker. So,
yes.
I don't have to hear every month and a half, man, show's too long. Well, what do you want me to sit there and not say anything? We don't have to hear that anymore. It's like, no, we're all on the clock.
we gotta hurry, get our points and go.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's topics like, wow, we were just getting started on that.
Yeah.
That's
We're just getting our fangs out.
Yes, but that's okay. That's okay. So we're thrilled to be with Talk Media Network. Can you believe we've gotten this show syndicated twice?
That is pretty darn impressive. A lot of people never get it syndicated.
No.
And it's like I'm excited about this new venture with them.
You know what's annoying though?
What?
So like I'll tell people, because I haven't put it out on social media, but I've known what's going to happen with our show for quite some time. So I've started using it when I'm being brought up for comedy shows.
Mhm.
You could say nationally syndicated, because we used to say that,
Yeah.
and we are again.
Yes.
And that now it's like, oh, he has a podcast. It's like, no, I mean, I
No.
do,
Yeah,
but
but it's more than that.
this is better than that.
But if I act like I do in my closing, I talk about the show, and then I say, basically, I go, we are looking to be nationally syndicated,
Mhm.
and I get a round of applause, people like, yeah, and so people are behind it, when I tell them not only that, we should be nationally syndicated soon again, and people, get a little applause break on this.
Oh, now I know how to get applause. That's why didn't you tell me that was the trick? I did not know. Who knew? Maybe I say, we are nationally syndicated. All rise. Stand. Behold.
Throw money.
But there is a difference, as popular as podcasts are.
Right.
There is a difference between being on terrestrial radio, because for the most part, I mean, this is the thing we've been discussing for years. The biggest hosts on podcasts got famous someplace else.
Yes. Absolutely.
I mean, Joe Rogan would not have the #1 podcast if he wasn't on what was it? What was that syndicated television show? He was on a sitcom like Talk Radio.
I don't know.
He was on that. He was on Fear Factor, obviously MMA. Joe Rogan has been in front of us for so long and built. That's the one I was talking. Yeah, news radio. I said talk radio. News radio. Right. So that's why. And, good for Joe. He's built it. But that's why he's got the #1 podcast. Because all these people found him originally other ways. And now he's known
But
as having the podcast.
You want to know something ironic? I didn't know who he was until he had a podcast.
I mean, he's got.
Really?
What's he got? Like 20 million listeners or something like
An
that?
amazing amount.
I mean, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew him from Fear Factor.
No, I couldn't stand the things that they were doing to the people. No, I couldn't.
Oh yeah, I used to watch that back in the day. But anyway, that was the point. So yeah, so whatever.
I gotta tell you something. It's so weird. We are so been doing the show like 12 years of age. The show. We had the tech issue yesterday. My week is screwed up. I'm trying to make plans with Joe's girl. I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe I can see you Wednesday night. I go, hope that's tonight.
Well, I appreciate you both being flexible with this. Yeah. So yesterday the internet went out, and then I was telling Pip this before the show. And then throughout the day, the TV went out. So we had no internet and TV. And then we woke up and the stuff was working. Now cable was supposed to come this morning. So like, oh, stuff's working for now. And the wife canceled the appointment. I'm like, no, and I was so pissed because before the show, the internet went out again. The phone went out now. The landline where Joe's talking to us went out. So cable's coming tomorrow, but it's just like, really? Whatever. All right.
It's a recurring problem that you've been having, going on forever, and you can't give you an answer of what's going on.
Well, this is different. Then it would just drop out randomly. This is like, no, it was gone all day. And you talk to India because these accents are thick.
You talk to India.
No, you do. I mean, I was eating some naan while I was talking to them. I was eating some chicken tikka masala. I mean, and I'm like, I can't understand them. And my wife's like, you know what? I'm used to it. I can understand them all. Because some of them I can understand, but some of them, their accent is so thick. And of course it is. They can speak English way better than I can speak their language.
Right.
So I don't begrudge them. But it gets farmed out. That's what they do.
Yeah, yeah, and it's difficult for American ears, some of the accents from India, but I usually can understand accents, and at the day program, boy, howdy, do I have a lot of time trying to figure out what people are saying. But I don't have a lot of interaction with people with thick Indian accents. When I do, I have real trouble.
Well, the first thing I say when I get on the phone is, "You're talking to an American, goddammit, speak English." So I really get us off on the right foot.
Oh my!
Can I
Oh
speak to your
my.
manager who can fake an English accent?
Oh boy, and his name is Matthew.
No, I don't want New York English. I want Alabama English. Keep looking. And they did it. It was nice to hear "Bless Your Heart" with a Hindi accent.
No, are you kidding?
Yes, Pip, I am kidding. I make jokes, dear.
It would be great though if they had to throw in y'all and regionalisms in their accent. That would be funny.
No, the problem was they kept on calling. They just kept
Ah.
like the second level, and there's only so many times you could do the same set. Oh, what's it doing now? Nothing. That's the problem. The light. Oh, is the light on yet? No. That's why. Oh, okay. You can reset it. Jump. Look. Yeah, I did all that nonsense. They got to make sure they're second level techs. But honestly, they're not doing anything that the first level tech's gonna do. They're like, oh, let me see some. It's not like they have any like techniques or any. The big technique for the second level techs, then we'll move on, is, do you have a paper clip or a toothpick? Oh, I know where this is going.
I know where this is going.
Yes. Let me find okay. Now go in the back of the thing and press the little button and hold it for 30 seconds. That's what your second level tech does. That is the extent of the specialization of the second level tech. I am not impressed.
So that's toothpick tech.
Toothpick tech. So I'll have a tech here tomorrow, and they got to look at it all because, like I said, everything has failed. We'll see.
I'll be right back, so I gotta go out of the truck and get a toothpick.
Funny.
Right?
Well, it's funny. The techs, they leave the trucks running. They don't like, they'll be here for like 2 hours and they'll just leave the truck running.
What on
Why
earth?
did you do that?
I bet because they can
That's
to
terrible.
keep the car warm. I mean, this is what they were doing in the winter. Like, really?
Ugh.
Like, think about all the wasted gas, all the emissions.
It's terrible. No, I don't approve of that. I'm gonna write a sternly worded letter.
Oh, I think they did it just to fuck Biden and AOC.
Yeah,
That's
why-
what it was. So
that's why
Joe supports it. Joe supports the car running, idling for 2 hours just to fuck AOC.
What's the cable company?
The same shit one you have, Optimum.
Good.
Oh, excuse me, Altice, whatever, same thing.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
The reason I'm not on it, I'm having issues on my desktop. First I can't log on. Now it's getting Windows ready. Don't turn off your computer. I got all my Windows.
well, it's funny. Pip and I were talking during the show because we kind of have a ghetto setup. And I said, listen, I will pay somebody to streamline this. But the problem is, and I was talking to Pip, you and Joe are not the most technologically sounded. You're not working with the newest equipment. So even if I get everything here on our end as the way I'd like it, I will pay somebody to do that. I'm willing to pay to have somebody come in and do that for us. I don't have the confidence that it's going to translate to what you guys are working with.
It works fine. You got the line coming into that unit. It's more or less the phone coming in and the adjustments on the phone.
Well, yeah, but there's nothing I can adjust on the when you or Pip are on the phone, you're feeding into the same line on the board, and the level is so different between the two of you. There's nothing I can do
Yeah.
about that. And also, when we're doing it like this, we can't take calls. We can't take calls anymore. And I was telling Pip the problem with doing it just through Zoom, like a lot of people do, is when people talk over each other, like we do on occasion, it completely cuts out, and that's not great for radio. So this is not ideal, but it's what we're working with. Earthquake. We had an earthquake.
Yeah,
Did you guys feel the earthquake?
absolutely.
Yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
We're sitting at the day program, and all of a sudden you feel everything rumble, and I'm like, must be a big truck coming in. I'm like, no, the ground is rumbling. It's not that bad. I go, oh, must be a train. There's no train around. Then I'm thinking, we're on the glide path to JFK. I'm thinking, I hope an airline's coming down. Airline is not coming. And then it dawned on me, well, it's an earthquake. You know, and yeah, everybody, you know, it's like, holy cow, lasted about 20 seconds.
It was long. It was definitely. Did you know what it was when it happened?
My first guess was that there was an especially big truck going by the house, and then all of a sudden, because it went on too long, I said, "No, it's an earthquake."
So I was on the toilet. I was literally on the toilet when this happened, which is a secure place. You can't fall down. And if you do fall down, you're not falling from a standing position.
Right?
So I'm on the toilet, and I immediately thought, this is an earthquake.
Or the worst taco experience of my life.
No, I knew it wasn't emanating from me.
Are you sure?
But I'm aware that we have.
Yeah.
Aware that we have fault lines. Like there's a big fault line in New York City.
Yeah.
Now, so I was aware. Now we've never felt one that long, and that was a big one, 4.8. Big for us. San Francisco's like a pshaw.
I know they're laughing at us, but
Right.
that was a big deal here.
That was a big deal here, and we've never felt anything like that. The wife is like, "What was that? What was that?" I'm like, "That was an earthquake." Before anybody knew, I'm like, "That is an earthquake." And then it's funny. Everybody has to go online.
Yeah.
That's what we all run to do now. We all go to our social media of choice. Oh my God! Did you? Like a bunch of like a coyote got in the hen house and we're just running around the coop, just all flat. And I didn't. I think I was like probably the calmest one. So then my mom calls me.
Right.
My mom calls me. I go, yes, I felt the earthquake. And she just started laughing because she didn't get to say anything because I knew what she was going to say.
Yes. Well, you know what I did?
Oh,
The first thing I did after speaking to Mr. Helix was I went on Facebook and I said, "Was that an earthquake?" Because it's faster to speak to my friends on Facebook than it is to get up and put on News 12 and find
well,
out.
I actually told my wife to go on News 12's website.
Yeah.
And they had everybody had it right away.
Right, yeah.
But I knew it while I was on the toilet. I was multitasking.
Do you know when
I wrote on Facebook that there was a tsunami warning at Lake Ronkonkoma. We're right back.
But I mean, that's what happens when you're. I mean, theoretically, if that was a bigger earthquake, there could have been a tsunami emanating.
Right.
You know,
Right.
but it's so that was pretty cool. Now here's the interesting thing. At that point, we had an eclipse coming, and we'll get to the eclipse in a second. And I was just thinking, can you imagine if these both happened on the same day? And leave it to Joe's favorite politician, Marjorie Taylor Greene,
No.
to post about the eclipse and the earthquake. And she's like, this is God's way of telling us whatever the hell she was saying.
Repent!
Yeah, like really, Marge? This is God. And Jon Stewart did a funny thing, like yes, God was just like, yeah, we'll give Jersey a little bit of a shake.
Yeah, really.
I mean, it's like such a weird way to tell. Like, if if you believe in God, God has turned people into salt. I will say that if God really wanted to get us to pay attention, turning somebody into a food additive would be a certain way of getting our attention. You would not go, that's not Mother. Oh, wow, Bill is now salt. And his wife, Janine, is pepper. Okay. Yeah, that's not normal. That's probably God. That's God's work. He likes working with salt.
Right, the fellow, that's his old age. And, about 4,000 years ago, he didn't have a face for a damn thing.
once you get a kid, they always say children change you. Once he had Jesus, it changed you. It changed him. I mean, now he still let his boy die. But
Well, he's flooding the earth again. He's just doing it very gradually.
well, that's what it is. He's old. It's a slow
It
melt.
takes a while.
It's a
But work up a really good spell.
well, this
takes
is
a while.
he is flooding Miami because of the gays.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
the gays.
It's
They
all
did
it's
it.
always the gays.
Oh, is that? Yeah, that
It-
brings this wrath.
Yeah, it's gays. I mean, you can make it, drag queens if you want to, or transgender, but it always emanates from the gays. And much like an earthquake, it goes out like, it's like a,
Terrible. Well, you mentioned where you were during the first.
yeah.
part.
I got no shame.
Yeah, no, and there was a aftershock,
Yeah, it's much later on in the day.
and I was in the bathroom for that one.
Okay, good. If only there was a third. Joe could have joined
The potty patrol.
See, that would scare me, being like on a train or like
Yeah.
driving on a bridge.
Yes, actually, yeah, that would scare me.
But like the second time, because it wasn't nearly as long or as big. That one, I'm like, I think that was an aftershock.
Yeah, I knew what that was, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm in the right place for this now." Because if I get scared, here I am.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, it was. Listen, I believe New York City's on a major fault line. It's only a matter of time,
Yeah, before something.
and things are not up to earthquake code here.
No.
But it was amazing. Like nothing fell off the walls.
Yeah, everything was exactly fine.
Yeah. So, and in this house, if something was going to fall apart, it would fall apart.
Oh, yeah, no, this house takes no prisoners.
So my wife's friend, who lives in this town, she said heard a cracking on the roof. That's not good.
Oh God,
Yeah.
yeah, that's are they gonna get somebody in to
Well,
take
they were
over?
last I heard they were going to check out the roof themselves.
They should get somebody, a
Yeah.
structural engineer or something, maybe to check.
I would think so.
Yeah,
And then we had eclipse. Now we've had other eclipses.
yeah.
Did you guys were you able to go out and partake in the eclipsing?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, we're standing out there, our bosses were out there, and my one boss goes, "You don't look foolish out here with these planets on looking at the sun." I go, "It was the whole Western Hemisphere that's standing out."
Yeah, but you guys are the ones that look silly. You're not supposed to wear it anymore, Pip.
Well, but I prefer to wear them during the show.
Well, you look better that way.
I really can't see you.
Now here
This is great.
it was cloudy, so I saw a lot of it, but we didn't. First of all, here we weren't going to get the full 100% eclipse. I think we were going to get like 88%.
Right.
But like then the clouds came. But it was the most I'd ever seen of it.
Mhm.
Because in the past, I think I did something with like cardboard and I looked down on the ground. Stupid. This time the wife got the glasses. She went to the library and they were giving them away.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
My friend Barbara gave me and Mr. Helix the glasses because she bought a pack and she gave them to us when we saw her, and I thought that was really, really nice.
So I'm sitting there. I'm in the back. We're on our back deck, and I'm just staring up there. And the wife reads the instructions. Yeah, you're not supposed to stare at the sun for like a long period of time. You're supposed to look for a few minutes, then look away. And then Ryan just goober. And even after she reads the warning, just staring at the sun.
Keep watching it.
Yeah, hoping the cloud doesn't screw it up.
It said like 3 minutes and then at a time.
Did you get total darkness?
No.
Did you get total darkness, Joe?
No, how about you?
No, it did get a little bit of a temperature drop.
You're right, it got cold.
Yeah.
Cold, it looked like a cloudy day,
Yeah.
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 So Sarah Houston up by there, I think it got really dark.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, like Joe said, oh, it looks cloudy. Ugh, I could do that any day. I don't need an eclipse for that.
That was kind of fun because for some reason things were slow at the day program, and so my coworker and I had our glasses and we were standing out in the parking lot staring up at it, and it just seemed, I don't know, it seemed like the color of the sky was a little off. It was odd, and the shadows were wrong for that time of day.
Oh, I didn't notice any shadows.
Yeah, it was just interesting, and the birds kind of slowed down a little bit.
Well, like we heard one bird. The thing we noticed was the bugs came out.
Oh,
That was what we know. You know what was disappointing? My daughter's school, our school district did not let the kids out early. Now my daughter's a senior and she had like a couple of study halls, so she got out early and she went to her friend's house because you don't want to hang out with your parents anymore. I get it. But I'm like that. Like, why wouldn't you let the kids out? Because the elementary school kids were getting out right when it was happening, like at 3:30.
Cool.
And like, but then what? They're in the car, they're on the bus. It's like, why wouldn't you just get? Because so many gave the kids a half day. Give the kids a half day. You delay school when there's a snowflake on the ground. No, Joe, I don't mean somebody who's whining about woke stuff. I mean a literal snowflake. But they couldn't let. I mean, you knew this was coming.
Yeah, that's short-sighted. They really should have let them have a moment to enjoy it.
Yeah, well, they didn't. So.
Stupid.
All right, so Joe's got to use stink. Let's cue that up.
Ooh.
All right, Joe, who stinks now?
It would be a restaurant called Thomas in Northwood,
Oh.
Northwood, New York. It's a different kind of neat restaurant. My friend Lenore told me about it about 4 or 5 years ago, and Joe's girl and I have been going there, and it's always been nice, always been pleasant. So we go there on Saturday, and we walk in, and we look at it. There's a lot of people there. Maybe 2 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. You think that people that say before the 5 couple. So we sit down, and we decide, we order the waitress comes up with your license drink. And Joe's girl orders something, and the girl comes back, oh, we don't have that. And she's like, but it's on the menu. Yeah, but we don't have that. I'm like, okay.
Do they mean they ran out of it, or they don't carry it anymore?
No, you don't carry it.
Yeah.
It's on the menu. You don't have it.
Yeah, that's good.
So the girl brings us our beer, and she puts out a couple of glasses to pour the beer in. The glasses are absolutely dirty.
Ew.
And I'm like, I'm not putting my beer in this, and the girl mentioned it to the waitress. And I think, like, okay, I guess, yeah. So then,
I guess. Oh, okay, I guess. Like
Clean glasses?
instead of here, let me lick that clean for you. Instead of being apologetic, okay, I guess.
And so I'm sitting there, and there's water, there's glasses of water, and I'm afraid to drink that because I'm sure those glasses aren't clean either.
Joe's afraid they imported the water from Mexico.
I'm afraid that the glasses that are dirty.
Yeah.
So I'm looking around, and the part of the floor that is like looks like the paint is wearing away on it. And it's a restaurant. It's a neat restaurant like the 50s. And it looks like nobody takes care of that.
Since the 50s.
The booths are all like this sky blue upholstery on there. I looked at the booth over next to it. It's ripped, and they put this dark blue duct tape on it.
I've seen that a lot in a lot of places. I see that a lot.
And then I'm looking around, and I'm looking at that like stuff painted and stuff. And
I like how Joe came into place in order, but now he's going to give them an estimate on how much.
But the thing about it is that the food has come, and I told Joe's girl, I go, I'm afraid to eat food here now. And I walk up to the waitress and I go, Jimmy, we're just gonna pay our drinks for our drinks. We're gonna go. Never said if anything's wrong. Never said what's the matter. Never said, but what I did tell the woman, I didn't know if it was the manager or not. I go, the glasses were dirty. The place looks run down. I go, the silverware was dirty as well. And I go, I'm afraid to eat here. This is the restaurant that I've been coming to. Oh, okay. Have a good day. So it's a shame Legacy restaurant. Now they do have another location out in Stony Brook, which is about 15 miles east of there, which people that are out there said it's phenomenal. Now I posted it on Facebook, and a lot of people were saying, oh yeah, I've been there, and it's awful. Yeah, it's dirty, it's run down. And what the consensus is that they're paying more attention to the Stony Brook location than they're doing it to the Norfolk location. I wrote about it on Facebook. I sent them a private message. No response, no anything, and it just gets to the point where it's a shame to see a good place. That a lot of people like, oh, it's just going downhill, and the management can care less. And you really get a huge stink because they're letting this really good restaurant go to
I mean, that's what happens when these places give up. That you could tell that they need they need Gordon Ramsay to come in here. It sounds like a kitchen nightmare episode.
Yeah, it does. I mean, that is gross when you realize it's dirty and then they keep it
Dirty.
like this.
Oh, you're a dirty spoon.
Ugh, look at this.
If that's, if that's the store, what's the kitchen like? I'm not eating that food.
No, the kitchen is worse. They haven't cleaned the oil trap. This stuff like the food is the refrigeration is probably too warm. The
Oh.
chicken is probably sitting there with like raw chicken with cooked foods. I've seen this episode before many times.
Did you get the chicken salad?
No, you heard him. You heard him. He said, "I'm leaving. I'm not going to eat this." He's not you.
Oh,
The chicken salad. Yeah, they had it on the menu. Chicken salad a la Pip.
Yeah.
For 3 days.
Yeah, Pip's like, "Oh, this looks rancid. I'll have some."
what? That's wrong?
Do you have something that'll keep me in the bathroom for a few days?
That's what I want.
I really want to catch up on my reading.
Oh no, there was no reading.
No, you
There was
passed
no
out.
Nothing.
You passed out.
I had to lie perfectly still.
You did lie perfectly
I
still.
know.
Well, it's a shame what happened about that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that stinks. No, you're right. That's very unfortunate.
All right, let's should we take our first break? Let's take our first break and we'll It sounds like Joe's got tuberculosis over there. You all right?
That's the allergy. I've had this it's been a little smoking problem. I gotta go smoke myself.
That's not a little cough. You got like smoker's cough.
That's Joe Curry reporting from the TB ward.
That's Joe Curry reporting from a tailpipe. Joe, tell us what flavor the transmission is this week.
That's not how you vape, Joe.
Now we're reporting Joe Wheezy Curry.
Well, my Peter, some girl bought me a big pen for my birthday, and I tried it out last night.
Yeah.
Before I went to bed, and I don't know how stoned I got, but I wake up this morning and I go, I love Sunday morning. Oh, that's so good. Then it's always on me 4 after 6 Wednesday, so I guess I get to work at somewhat.
A vape pen? What? A vape pen of what? I thought that was for tobacco. You got one of the Mary Jane vape pens?
Yeah, one of them was THC.
What do you need that for?
I have to take the edge off.
That ain't gonna work. Mary Jane better bring some friends. Lauren, Sylvia, and Danielle, LSD.
No, a bong that's made out of a watermelon.
Yeah, you know it's a great relationship when your girl goes, "You need to take the edge off." I could just blow you, but I prefer you vaped.
Here's a handful of tranquilizers.
I've got one of those machines that blow the flavored smoke. Yeah.
Joe literally has smoke being blown up his ass.
You're not supposed to sit on it.
Joe's like, "This is what it's like to be the boss. Everybody's blowing that smoke up my ass." Ooh, cherry. That's weird. It's like, if I was Joe, I'd be a little insulted. Go, you know what else? You know what else takes the edge off? A blowjob. How about we do
A
that?
different kind of blow.
Yeah. How about we do that? You keep the vape pen, get your money back, get on your knees and please. That's what we're here for. That is what we're here. What? Why are you shaking your head?
I am shaking my head because I can't believe we're saying that.
Does it not take the edge off?
I'm sure. Yeah, it sure does. Seems
Right.
to.
Right. But Joe's like, "All right, I'll get lung cancer instead. We wouldn't want you to ruin your purty lips. Get down there, woman. Suck it. Suck it, Sickacken." What?
Is that it in German?
That is in German.
Yes.
Yes. When Joe comes, he yells, "Schnell, schnell."
That means stop.
I know. He's not very bright. Well, all right. Well, and
If you go to a German restaurant, they're like pouring the drink and they're pouring your wine. Tell me when to stay home.
Everybody spills their drink. Oh!
well, they do because they're just following orders. Thank you.
Oh.
Well, I used to have this joke. It was a Star Wars Nazi joke. I saw like the newest Star Wars. I don't remember episode, whichever one it was. Yeah, in Germany, in the German version, Anakin doesn't turn to the dark side. He was just following orders.
Oh, damn.
What? No?
And how'd it go over?
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
I used to have a few Nazi jokes. I've had jokes with the N-word. I've had Nazi jokes. I actually found, I posted on Facebook and nobody gave a shit, but I found like a 15-year-old memory. So I guess when I first joined Facebook, I had like this promo video,
Mhm.
and I was like, and so I put it up there. I'm like, wow, there's some jokes I forgot I had that are still good. Nobody,
Take those out.
yeah, nobody gives a shit though. But anyway, all right. Come back. We will do some scamming. Oh, I got to get the music cued. Oh, and I got to announce the music. This is what happens when we do it a day late. I am more incompetent than usual, which is saying something. So I did not get the music because I was enthralled with Joe vaping.
Well, I have to tell you that our old Den Pen pal Lisa is saying congratulations to us
Thank you, Lisa.
for our syndication.
Thank you, Lisa. We
Yes.
appreciate that.
That was one eye.
I like the fact that we have ocular fans. I don't think that's really how it's meant, but that works for me. But
Yes.
thank you, Lisa. It's very sweet of you.
Yes, very.
All right. And thank you, Pip, for filling the air as I struggle to get my act together.
That's not a problem. I just wanted to be able to get that in there because it's not as active as it used to be at one point.
Yeah.
But like and sometimes I just can't get in there for technical reasons. So I try to monitor the chat on Facebook and our pal stuff.
Yeah, it was nice. My incompetence led for a nice space for that. All right. On the break, we have new music from Georgina White with Healer. And you can learn more about Georgina White at creativeandreamsmusicnetwork.com. And we also have Wolfgang Lore with Think Twice. And you can learn more about Wolfgang Lore at khb-music.de. When we come back, we will do some scammers with Jenny. All right. We have a 6-minute break.
Okay. I hate that. Sometimes when I breathe in, I snortle. Oh, it's very, very pretty. Yeah.
Worries out of your control. They'll see the brighter day. Story, darkness deep in his eyes, disturbing dreams in the night time. There's no peace where he lies. Still he'll stay true to you and ease your mind. Every shadows are left behind. It's in the value's design to chase your blues away. In the town. My very soul, ways I can't explain. Such a this feeling. Don't ever lose this feeling. I don't wanna lose this feeling deep inside.
Baby. Somebody's in here.
Yeah.
Hi, Marshall.
It's a lamb big. I'll die.
What? Oh.
I like this clubby swing. Like,
I
like
do too. What are you doing? Oh, no, John. Look at that cute little baby face.
Joe still wasn't able to get online on the computer.
Yeah.
You want me to send the cable guy to your house when he's done at mine? Enjoyed that.
I do too.
All right, we ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
This is Davin's Den.
And we're back. You are listening to or even watching Davinson. That's what you'd be doing. Or you're just hearing strange voices in your head. I really don't know what's going on. All right. So let's we haven't done Scamming Scammers in several weeks. We were off for a week, and last week we had our April Fool's countdown.
Yeah.
So we didn't do any Scamming Scammers. So let's check in with Jenny. Now remember, Jenny is my scammer who wants me to do cryptocurrency with her, and I'm trying to make her a romance scammer, and she's not so much with the romance.
You will invest.
Yes.
Or else why am I talking to you?
Yes, I love her tatas, so I will invest. That's what I will do. So the last time we were with Jenny. Jenny demanded fake Davin downloaded a crypto wallet, and Fake Davin is always good at doing exactly what they want him to do. So that's where we left off. So let's play the little jingle. And here we go. Oh, there's Joe.
You know, it took an hour.
Yeah.
Ah, Space Force is safe again.
Space Force. He's been holding it down till Trump gets back. All right. Nobody knows why Joe's laughing right now.
I know.
I just see him laughing like a maniac, like the Joker.
It's like that's how we open the segment.
It's the Joker. Batman and the Joker. Justin Patrick Fahey right there.
You always think, and I go, the Joker.
Yes, that's how Joe.
It's Joker, yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day, the Joker.
The Joker. But it's funny. We come back. We're playing the music. We come back and Joe's just laughing.
I know.
But we enjoyed it, and if you watched it, you probably. Yeah. Well,
Well,
that's the only way that's appropriate, if we're being honest. Let's go to October 28th of 2022. Wow, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
All right. So I say on the 27th she said consider Hal, and on the next day I said what, and then later on she said no, and I said what no, and she said what do you mean? This is not going well at all.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we're just speaking nonsense syllables back and forth now.
Which is pretty much what I said. I go
Raises all night.
yeah. I don't understand what you're saying. She says, is your wallet download complete? I go, what's the name of the trust fund you want me to buy? And she'd already told us, and it's a big favorite of ours, the Trust Scheme Fund. Which basically means trust the scheme. That they cannot be more obvious. Here's what I need you to do, you dumb American you. I need you to trust the scheme, and you're going to fund me. We have never come across a more obvious name for it. Like, how do they come up with it? Go, yeah, this will work.
How about invest in Scammer Inc.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I like the nacho and standing guard outside.
He's keeping a lookout for the scammers.
This way scammers don't sneak up on me. I'm pissed off enough of them. I go, what type of fees will I pay if I invest $750? I'm putting a nice bit of money out there.
Yeah, okay, it's a nice little carrot.
Sure. She goes, you only need to buy $750 in US dollars, then go buy a trust plan. You only need to pay a registration fee of $1 to $5 US for the GAS of the trust fund. I go, what is the GAS? Or gas? What's the gas? You know, earthquake farter. What's the gas?
4.8.
I go, it's a term I am unfamiliar with. She goes, registration fee. I could teach you. I go, okay. And what of us if I do this? So I'm trying to find what happens with the relationship.
Yeah.
Because that's really what Fake Davin wants.
Right.
For $750 to get a woman of this caliber, so loving and kind and into me.
Is that the going rate?
I usually have to pay a lot more, to be honest.
Yeah.
To be honest. She goes, I will now teach you how to buy US dollars. I go, that's not what I'm asking you. She goes, so what do you want to do? I go, you said if I did this, you would want to pursue a relationship. Is that true? She goes, certainly. This is real. I'll tell you what, I feel the love from certainly this is real. I don't know if I can, I'm not a very good actor, but swoon. I am swooning now.
That was totally believable.
Thank you. Thank you. De
Bought
Niro
it.
got nothing on me. Jesus Christ. Put a little effort in. She's like the type of girl who's faking. More, better. Yes, you're the best. Deeper, harder.
Like a hooker runner, Steve John.
Yeah.
I'm into you. Do it, baby.
I mean, the only way she could have been less interested is if she gave me a vape pen.
Yeah, but a woman
Oh.
talking to like friends, who's the Santana? Who's the guy? Who was on Mike and Ben?
Mike Francesa?
Yeah, when he's talking to you like that, you know you got a problem.
Oh,
It would have been
daddy.
funny if the setup didn't take 4 hours, but nonetheless.
It's all right. We got time on this part of the show.
Hi, Poppy.
And the last part of the show, I edit that out for us all the time. We all do it.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. You see, like that, I would have edited out that. Yeah, that wouldn't be there. I go, and does your shyness for video chats disappear? She goes, my shyness is beyond my control, laughing emoji. I go, I think if you were sincere about being with me, it would require me to actually see you, would it not? She goes, yes, you are correct. So she continues, so you open your wallet now, and I teach you how to join the crypto trust program.
Okay, here we go.
I go, I know how to use a wallet.
The crypto trust program, boy, that has lose your money written all over it.
Oh, stop it. How dare you?
The crypto distrust program.
Yeah, that's how they should have named it. I go, I know how to use a wallet, because remember, I've told her I've done all this before.
Right.
I go, I've had crypto before, as I told you. What do you get out of all this? She goes, we are friends and it's a good project. That's why I recommend it to you. She didn't recommend, she kind of forced. There's a difference between recommend.
Yeah.
Hey Joe, I went to a restaurant that doesn't have ripped seats. I recommend you try that next time you're with Joe's girl. That's a recommendation. As opposed to Joe, if you ever want to do another comedy show again, you're gonna go to the restaurant without the ripped seats. Take Joe's girl. That's not a recommendation.
Right.
There's a difference. She goes, open your wallet and give me a screenshot. I show you how to enter. Ooh, now it's getting hot.
Oh, she's gonna show you how to enter.
This is if Otto and George were still alive, this is how he would have done the bit.
Nice.
That's very inside. I go, friends? I go, you told me if I don't invest, you don't want to talk to me again. Is that friends? She goes, so you're questioning me now? Yes, that's the bit.
Yes.
She continues, I just want my friends to get better and better. I hope you don't throw my heart on the ground and step on it. Friends should share and help each other.
I like the way she gets pissed because she's doing it like you're trying to help you. And she gets pissed at me questioning.
Well, she's a parent, but not a good parent. Yeah, she's one of those. This hurt when as she's beating me. This hurts me more than it hurts you. I beg to differ.
I'm trying to help you. Yes, and you're trying to fuck me like a teenage runaway as well. So that ain't gonna work.
One day you'll thank me. You'll learn not to trust people on the internet again.
Yeah, she's a parent, all
Yes.
right.
I go, yes, I have questions. You said a lot of hurtful things. I feel it's you that has taken my heart and stepped on it. That is the hold up for me at this point. I don't even know if there is anything between us. I used to think so, but after all the things you said, I have some serious doubts.
Ooh. Ooh.
She goes, what's your problem?
What's your
To which I say, shut up, Joe. We don't have time.
Want to go to until 11:30? I'd rather not do that.
Exactly. I don't trust the internet to hold out that long for you to get through the list. Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. She goes, what's your problem? When I share anything with you, you always question it. They hate questions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Whether you do it or not has nothing to do with me. Liar! It doesn't affect me anything. I just really consider you my friend and I recommend it to you. I go, my problem is you called me a coward and you said you were only interested in me if I invest exactly what you want me to invest in. That is my problem, Jenny. I am your friend without conditions, Jenny.
Supposedly.
Yeah. She goes, I see you as my true friend. Just an awesome project. You can really try it. Oh, okay. Well, all right. If it's an awesome project.
Yeah.
I go, if I'm your friend, tell me what you'd like about me. It shouldn't be hard if it's real. I always like that when I make them tell me. Tell me what's good about me.
And enough about you, more about me.
Let's talk about me. She goes, I have a crush on you because you are a very humorous person. I haven't met such a person in a long time. A crush on me.
Okay. So
All right.
that sounds hopeful.
I will tell you, I am a little moist. I don't mind you saying. A little moist.
Here's a napkin.
Yeah.
Jab that around the mouth. Good.
I go, that's nice. Thank you. I can't remember the last time you were actually nice to me.
Oh, ooh, gosh.
She goes, you feel it when we are involved in common things together.
Oh.
Like coitus?
Oh no, that's just certs in my pocket.
Yes. I go, I think you and I have a different definition of what a relationship is. I don't need to be involved to support you and love you. I wouldn't care if you were rich or poor or sick or healthy or had crypto or didn't. I was really into you. You were so amazing initially, but man, you've worn me down and worn me out. And she really likes that comment. She actually likes the comment.
That you've worn her down.
Yeah.
She's worn you down.
And she did the Mr. Burns. Excellent.
Yeah, just where I want you.
She goes, so you're gonna open your wallet now? She's really processed what I was saying.
Wait a second.
What?
So you're gonna open your wallet now is just what every gold digger says.
Really? Oh my God.
Yeah, well, what
Listen, I'm not saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't going out with a broke.
yeah.
I go, I don't need you to walk me through how to use a wallet. Just tell me what you want me to buy. You're single-minded. I don't think there's room in your heart for me. She goes, you need to open your wallet so that I can teach you how to buy a plan.
Wow. How to buy a clue.
And Joe will be playing the part of subtext. I go, I am not a neophyte. Just tell me what you want or don't. I don't really even care at this point.
Hold on. I didn't know there was any talking business sex here. I don't know.
Neophyte.
Okay.
Oh, damn it. I know what he said.
Yeah. I'll be playing the part of subtext now.
Thank you, dear. She goes, you need to participate in a crypto trust. I go, for your love? She goes, to be able to do the same for us. I go, I don't understand what you mean. She goes, join the trust scheme fund together. How? That's what she says. I go, what are you asking how to? She goes, I ask you to do it or not. I go, I'm thinking I will buy GBTC. I guess that was another trust or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't, because at the time I knew what it was.
But
now-
at the time,
now I
know
don't.
what it is now.
Now it's gobbledygook. But
you throw it out of your head. You don't need it anymore.
she goes, you open your wallet now and I teach you to enter the crypto farm so you can participate. A crypto farm. We're going to be yeah, I like going to the crypto farm.
farm.
Sure.
Old big scammer had a farm.
Yeah.
With a scam here and a scam there. Here a scam, there a scam, everywhere a scam.
Old scammer had a farm.
I go, you wanted us to share an interest. I will do it. I don't need you to walk me through shit. I already know like I am a child. I don't need you to walk me through shit I already know like I'm a child. I told you which crypto trust I am interested in. So I'm like telling her, listen, I'm going to do it. I'm doing what you want, but I don't need to open up my wallet to you, bitch.
Yeah, really.
Which has to be something that they do not take into account.
Right. It's somebody's going to say, I don't need you to walk me through this.
By the way, I needed her to walk me through this.
I know. She doesn't know.
She goes, so how do you join if you don't listen to me? You pissed me off. She goes, open your wallet and send me a screenshot.
Wow. Wow.
It's like a,
Talk dirty.
spread your legs and brace yourself.
Open your wallet for me.
Love that money, mister. Right now,
She goes, you pissed me off. I go, so be pissed off. You piss me off all the time, and you don't care about that. She goes, I will tag you. Are you sure? I go, I'm sure about what? She goes, what wallet are you using? I go, I've used Robinhood when I purchased crypto in the past. That's one of these companies that you can do. Use.
Okay, I hope so. I hope you didn't get a cartoon character to help you out.
I did. I used Robinhood. I go, I told you I don't give a shit about money, so I have a financial advisor now who will tell to sell some of my stock and buy GBTC. So we have a common interest. Now we can live happily ever after and make babies.
Make babies. Wow, that's a leap.
Yeah, I most certainly did. I'm ready to get off the farm and get to the baby making. Sure. She goes, open and give me a screenshot. That could be very dirty, but I think she literally wants a screenshot.
Yeah, no, it sounded provocative, but I don't think so.
Come on, babe, open up, give me a screenshot.
Yeah.
She goes, are you fooling me? I go, stop bossing me around, Jenny. I'm tired of this. No, maybe you were fooling me. You're pissing me off.
She wants some crypto porn.
No, she actually says goodbye.
What?
She said goodbye. Goodbye.
Really?
She said goodbye. I go, fine, whatever. I finally do what you want, and it was all a joke for your amusement. I see it now.
Yeah.
She goes, I let you open your wallet. You say I'm giving orders to you? I really didn't expect you to be such a person. If you don't want to join the crypto farm, don't play around with me. No, but that's the bit, dear. The whole bit is I play around with you.
You're obviously not a writer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're obviously not a writer for the show.
No, I mean, you don't listen? We're nationally syndicated now. All the shows are up on the website. I just gave the podcast company their money. So
You're a star, Jenny.
I go, I freaking told you I'm having my financial advisor place the order for me. I don't need to bother with this shit. And when I have someone who I pay to make all the right move, when I pay all the right moves for me, we have established I know what I'm doing, but I don't feel like doing it on the daily. I freaking like you, Jenny, for your values, your love of books and cats and easy conversation, not some damn blockchain. But you never liked me, as it turns out. I've been nothing but kind and loving and understanding of you. We even talked of traveling together, but you were just playing me, I guess. Yes, she was.
Yes.
Yes, she was. So that's
really
her.
was.
She goes, and I quote, okay.
That's just no, that's not an answer. That's not the point where you say okay.
Well, she did. To which I go, what okay? She goes, I wanted you to do it with me, and you said you asked your financial advisor to do it for you. You don't get what I mean at all. Well, stop our relationship. I go, you told me you wanted us to have this particular similar interest, even though we share so much else in common, even though I make you laugh. I told you for you, I will buy Crypto Trust for you, but it's never enough. How about the fact that you had a wonderful guy that was completely smitten by you? Does that even matter? If you wanted me to invest with you, why didn't you just say so? All along, you said you want us to have this interest in crypto together.
Yeah.
She goes, then you open your wallet now and I teach you how to get involved instead of talking big here.
And that's her to you?
Yes.
So talking big here. Mm-hmm.
I go, I'm not talking big, Jenny. Stop trying to bully me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, different. Yeah. We're not trying to rob a mug on the street. We're not trying to get into the speakeasy with the password.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shane. Yeah.
It does.
I go, stop trying to bully me. She goes, I really hate people who only talk and don't do it. I go, I really hate bullies. She goes, no one bullies you. It's what you said to do. But you don't understand what I mean at all. You always have your own ideas. Okay, good luck. Yes, I do.
You only have your own ideas. That is so insulting.
Well, she really needed me to be a sheep.
Yeah, she did. And yeah, she kept the wrong sheep.
I'm a sheep. My wool is lousy. I go, yeah, my idea was to travel the world with you and spoil you rotten. What a terrible guy I am for that. She goes, you open your wallet first or I won't listen to you. Can you imagine if this was a real relationship?
And if we weren't talking crypto and somebody said, you open your wallet or I won't speak.
Well, that's actually my foreplay.
Yeah.
That is actually what I say to women. You open your wallet or I won't listen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
In my case, it is after 15 years of marriage.
You-
You're 15. Open the wallet. Give the money to live here.
yeah. Hey, take a look at these credit cards.
I go, and that, my dear, is bullying and blackmail and not friendship and real shitty. I can copy you on the email I'm writing to my financial advisor. That's what I can do. Seriously, did you ever want to be in a relationship with me? Be honest. She goes, I don't need if you don't want to do this with me. Please stop. I go, answer my question. It's fine if it is. No, just answer. She goes, yes. You open your wallet now, okay?
You know what you should do? You should write to the financial advisor. Go, yeah, how you doing? My name is Chet Williams, financial advisor. Yeah, Chet Williams Associates. Let me see if I can help you out there.
Well, I mean, who's to say I didn't?
Yeah. Oh,
All right, good.
Although I did not have Chet Williams at the ready.
Chet Williams.
Sounds like a douche.
Yeah, it does. He said-
Typical douche. Financial advisors.
Yeah, like you never hear, like I did know a Chet who is a cool guy, but like you never hear Chet go, well, that guy's gonna be cool.
Yeah, no, it sounds bro.
Such a like financial go-getter guy. I make good. You can't even give it.
That sounds about right.
I like the voice you have for him.
Joe's doing cactus.
Mm.
I go, is there a particular trust you were insisting on? Because you still have not told me which one. You told me what it was, but not the name. So I picked the one I like. She goes, Crypto Trust Fund. You need to open your wallet when I teach you how to enter. And then she goes, I teach you. 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 Do you understand, please?
Oh, she just had what was
A
it?
keystroke.
A keystroke.
She had a keystroke.
I teach you. I teach you. I teach you. That sounds crazy.
You had to go. You just have a keystroke.
I don't know what I said. Let's see. I go, I don't need you to teach me. Maybe I need to teach you. What is the fund called? Every fund has a name. I go, you think I'm a freaking moron? Holy shit. That's what you think of me. Well, that was the plan. Yes,
Yes.
we were hoping you were a freaking moron. You're just a special type of asshole that we never could have counted on. She goes,
Anything I find like that, you know, oh, here's one for you. Oh, you're a special kind of asshole. You're a bigger than great God, man. You're a special kind of asshole.
Wait, that's part of their script. Oh, here's the page for the special kind of asshole.
well, that's when they call him the boss, the manager.
Oh, yes.
She goes, Crypto Trust, do you know? And then she gives me 4 angry emojis. I go, no, that sounds like generic BS. I should be able to look it up if it's real and see what the hell is in it. Obviously Bitcoin, because they all have Bitcoin, the damn holy grail. Why would you want to be with a guy who you apparently think is stupid? If we're gonna invest together, then don't treat me like a damn fool, Jenny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get fed up with this shit.
You really, I mean, she really does speak to you like you're an ignoramus.
Yes, and that's Joe's job.
Yes, it
He
is.
now he can't spell ignoramus, but he can talk to me like I'm one.
Yes. He does an ignoramus when he sees one.
Exactly. Yes, and that's what makes him so smart. She goes, the trust plan requires US dollars or Ether to purchase. It's similar to a 401k, but 401k is long term, and when the trust plan is short term, we are not together now. I go, I know what the fuck it is. I really don't.
We are not together now. I'm breaking up with you and explaining finances.
Like, we're no longer a couple. I know what the fuck it is. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I go, I know what the fuck it is. Each trust has fun. Each trust has a name. We were never together because of you. She goes, Crypto Farm. I go, is your trust only open to institutional investors or is OTC? I don't know what that is, but I assume at the time I did.
Oh, over the counter?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the term for drugs.
Okay.
Over the counter.
Okay. She goes, this is not my trust. Crypto Farm was co-founded with Huobi and Grayscale. Currently, the Crypto Farm is only a semi-public project. I go, I have to take this business call. Let's talk later. She goes, talk later? How long do you need? Please give me a time.
Wow, she's starting to sound like Elon Musk.
Yes. I go, if you want, I don't know. It can be career altering. Root for me, please. She goes, what's the meaning? My comedy career. This is very important. Please pray for me. I don't know what this was. Maybe I got a one-nighter.
So-
Yeah. She goes, okay. And then we go to the 29th. And she goes, morning. And I go, good afternoon. She goes, do you have any plans for today? I go, no. She goes, oh, so what you promised me, can you do it today? I go, is that really all you care about? Your silence says it all. She goes, you seem to be silent too. Don't impose all your responsibility on me. As a man, you should learn how to live up to what you say. I go, okay, you're uncaring and cold.
Yeah.
I go, okay, you're uncaring and cold. Glad I found out now. She goes, I am callous? I go, to say the least.
Yeah.
She gives me a thumbs up. She goes, I don't even understand very well. I just want to ask how your preparations are going. I go, you, period, only, period, care, period, about, period, your, period, fun, period. You, period, don't, period, care, period, about, period, me, period.
Oh boy, a punctuation stroke.
I've got responses like that. I go, I believe that means so.
Yeah, that sounds like go fuck yourself.
Now, the question is, does that cut through language barriers?
Yeah.
She goes, I'm just asking you, why do you feel this way? I don't know, maybe they had to talk. Maybe they had to alter their strategy.
Oh, maybe it's like, okay, soften up because
If you've been in sales, a lot of key things in sales, if you read sales books and articles, is dealing with objection. How do you handle objection? So I guess he went to the book on objection and figured how to counter.
yeah.
Huh,
What do
okay.
I do when I'm called callous? Flip, 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 flip.
I actually didn't call her callous. She used that word.
No, she used that word.
I go, why did I have to hurry up the phone yesterday? She goes, I do not know. I go, wow, you really are single-minded. You are heartless. She laughs. She goes, why am I heartless? Is everything you have about me false? I go, what I told you is extremely important to me. I told her it could be career altering. She goes, such words could come out of your mouth. This is something I can't imagine. Everything I do is for your own good. You think I'm hurting you? Yes. Yes, I'm pretty much convinced you're going to try to hurt me.
Yeah, but you said everything I'm doing is for your own good. Well, you just said this is really important to me. I gotta go. You said pray for me.
Yes.
And I don't even remember what you said.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I matter a lot to you then.
Yeah, she's pretty twatterific.
Yeah.
I go, I think you don't care enough about me to hurt me. Ooh, that's a good answer.
Yes.
She goes, then you don't contact me. I will stop you. Forget me. For your kindness, I threw it into the sea. I go, fine, I need you and you can't even bother. She goes, good luck. I go, same to you. I go, I hope you're happy with your fun. Maybe it'll hold you while you cook. Remember that was the whole thing? Like she liked the package, the
Yeah.
image of the guy holding the girl while she cooked.
Maybe it'll hold you while you cook. Ooh, wow.
Yes. She goes, certainly, thank you. I go, yep. I thought you were someone you were not. She goes, how could you have such an idea? I go, gee, I wonder. I felt for you and you don't even care about me. She goes, I don't believe this is true. I go, maybe if you showed a shred of compassion or interest, I wouldn't feel that way. Doesn't matter. It's how I feel, Jenny. I needed you and all you care about is crypto. She goes, pity. Why should I sympathize? LOL. That's your opinion of me. She's even cold in a fight.
Gosh.
I go, because human beings have empathy, because friends show compassion, lovers are there when needed. Did you ever even like me? She laughs. She goes, you're full of lies.
You're full of lies.
She goes, you are full of lies.
Oh, you're full of lies.
I go,
That's stupid.
I go, okay, if that's what you think, I'm being honest, but you can't handle it. And she gives me 3 laughing emojis.
Wow, you know what? That is really irritating. And actually, the studies have shown that if you really want to drive somebody crazy, when you're angry, laugh at them. Oh, that makes
To do that to me.
Mm.
So I would yell at her, she fucking starts laughing at me. And I'm like, I should be out of jail in 15 years. It would enrage me.
Right.
I'm like, and she starts fucking laughing at me. I'm like,
Right? See, case in point, it makes you see red. It works on me too. I have to admit. If I'm mad and somebody's laughing, oh, now you're dead. Yep.
She gives me 3 laughing emojis. She continues, she goes, you lie one day a day. I go, never lied to you, not one time. Lied the whole fucking time. Lied every damn time.
Every
Every
time.
day. That's the plan.
Every day.
Every day. She goes, then open your wallet and let me take a look.
Wow. What if you translated this to lift up your skirt? Every time she says open your wallet, lift up your skirt and let me take a look. If it was that every time, women would be screaming with their hands on her. It's like, I can't believe he said that. Well,
Lift up your skirt.
let me take a
Let me
look.
take a look.
What?
Whose tail is that? I didn't expect to see that there.
We all have our secrets.
I go, you're insane.
Yeah.
I go, I tell you I'm in pain, and you go to your precious wallet. She goes, why? I go, why what, Jenny? She goes, I do not quite understand what you mean. I go, Jenny, I'm in a lot of pain. You don't even care about me, so leave me be. She gives me a thumbs up.
Wow. She is some bitch.
I go, what does that mean?
Yeah.
On my birthday, November 4th, 2022, I go, hi, Jenny. She goes, what happened? I go, nothing. It's my birthday and I don't want to begin a new year with bad feelings. How are you? She likes that comment. She goes, happy birthday to you. I go, thank you. How are you? November 9th, I go, are you okay? She goes, what's wrong? I go, I know crypto had an awful day. I just wanted to see if you were okay. Just concerned about you. I guess crypto hit the shitter that day. She goes, I'm very good. I go, I'm glad. When I saw the news, I immediately thought of you. She goes, I told you that I just used the stable coin USDT and the cryptocurrency to buy the trust plan. USDT is 1-to-1 with the US dollar. So I don't have to worry about them going down and up. I go, okay, everything else is good? She goes, yes. And I also made a lot of money during this time.
Oh, did you?
I go, good. I'll let you buy me a steak. She laughs. I'll let you buy me steak and I'll rent the yacht for after dinner and drinks. Then she laughs. She goes, I go, why is that funny? She goes, let's talk about when you joined the trust. I am very busy. I go, and you haven't changed, LOL. She goes, goodbye. And I say, see ya. And that's where it ends. That's where the relationship ended.
Oh man. She's so brutally just single-minded. Let me see your wallet.
I mean, if you really think you're never going to get it from me, it's not a terrible strategy.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, do you think that's what they thought, that they're never going to get it from me?
Yeah.
So then it wasn't bad then.
No, I mean, they might as well go for broke. And then if it doesn't happen, well, we're not going to waste a lot more time with this guy. But
I don't see this going much farther.
It didn't. That's the end of it. There's no more.
there's no more.
So
Well, you know what?
unless she's pining for me someplace.
That.
So she said bye, and then you didn't attempt to reach out anymore. You just figured this is.
Yeah, I said see ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't going anyplace else.
Right.
Sometimes I'll reach out. Sometimes they're worth reaching out to.
Mhm.
This was just getting irritating.
Yeah. She's just repeating herself.
Speaking of scam, there's a scam out there. I got a text message from somebody last week. Hi, hi, Teresa, how you doing? Blah, blah. And I write back and I go, this isn't Teresa. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was looking for my friend Teresa. I beg your pardon. She writes back and he goes, you sound like a nice person. What's your name? And I go,
Cocksucker. You could call me cocksucker.
I go, hi, my name is Joe. I go, they call me the scam buster. Never saw her no more.
That's a great answer. Oh yeah, no, that's a thing that when they hit you up with a text and they go, "Oh, okay, so I'll see you at the place on whatever." And you
Well,
go,
Joe knew it was bullshit. I mean, she
Yeah.
said he seemed like a nice person. Obviously, nobody who knows Joe would say that.
nobody who doesn't know Joe.
My name is, you got their, I'm so sorry, they go away, but they're coming back, you seem like, the old Spidey senses go up, and I'm like, what's your name? She's like a very nice, interesting person. I go, yeah, my name is Joe, the scam buster.
Joe's like, there's no way a strange woman would find me appealing when I continue talking to me.
Well, just like you say 2 sentences to them, which are just like, perfunctory. And then they're like, you seem really interesting and nice. Can we talk for a little while? And it's like, oh,
Baby, dear,
yeah,
honey.
yeah, I've gotten a number of those, because I'm one of those people that'll be like, you got the wrong number. I will answer them. And then when they come back with that BS, I'm like, okay, you're done.
I send them a dick pic. That way they'll assume the person they looked for, went through the change. I was looking for Jenny, but Jenny now is a dick.
I'm just
Oh, wow.
small fry.
Sorry.
They call me small.
Yeah, I don't really engage on texts. I don't want to engage with my phone number. I have my places of business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like right. I understand that, but it's like I'll say, yeah, wrong number, or like every once in a while I still have a landline with an answer machine because I give people that I don't want to have my cell phone number, that number, to leave messages at or harass, because we hardly ever listen to it. But then occasionally we would get a legitimate sounding call, and I call the person back and go, you got the wrong person. So at least they would stop.
Well, I mean, that was the first extended interaction with a pig slaughter scammer.
Yeah.
You could tell they're different than the African scammers. They're much more cold,
Mm-hmm.
smarter in some cases. Although we've had some smart African scammers.
Yeah.
But like when it came down to it, very single-minded
Very.
and not in a good way.
No, they couldn't even attempt warmth. They didn't have the humanity emotional chip inserted. They were just like, please open your wallet, take a screenshot, send it to me so that I can begin the ripping off.
It sounds like if you have some, if you get a mark that's lonely and wants, interaction, where you kind of brainwash them with being so to the point and combative, like that.
Well, it didn't work for Fake Davin and Jenny, but maybe the next one will.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping those you kids will fall in love.
I'm always a cockeyed optimist when it comes to love.
You said cockeyed.
I most certainly did. All right, let's thank some people for allowing this to transpire. We would like to thank Sensei Russ for his continued support of this twice nationally syndicated radio show. Thank you, Russ.
12 years has been a long
Is
time.
it? Aren't we on 13 years? Didn't we start in 2011?
Yes, that's what.
Yeah,
Oh, wow, yeah.
Wow, great.
it's a long time of this nonsense.
Lucky 13.
Yeah.
Hotel, Burke County, New Jersey, most exclusive fine dining Italian restaurant. Tuscan Bella setting will make you feel like you'll be transported to the old country. Every dish is prepared with care and attention to detail, and the Portobello chef. We're happy to cater to any dietary needs. Us, we treat every visit as not just a meal, but it's going to be an experience. Portobello is open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, and on Sunday, Portobello features a sumptuous brunch in addition to the dinner menu. It's available all day. Friday, Saturday night, Portobello features live entertainment starting at 9 p.m. Portobello Banquet is your destination for that special event. Sweet 16, wedding, office party, anything that has to impress. With their professional staff will ensure that event will not be just in a case of banquet. Portobello Banquets also hosts a popular night throughout the year, which is by Sites Living Convention owner Gavin, right there. Gavin said, "Gavin, we have anything cooking?"
We will in the summer, hopefully.
Okay, here is all the Portobello has to offer. Now, Portobello has beautiful outdoor seating with the weather being spring and summer coming. It's really special when you sit out there and dine al fresco out there. So it's
Who's this al fresco fella? I said, who's this al fresco fella?
Al fresco? Al fresco. I didn't know it.
Does he know Chet Williams?
They're besties.
All Portobello has to offer now is 175 Ramapo Valley Road, Oakland, New Jersey. Learn more, give a call, 201-337-8990, that is 201-337-8990. Visit their website, portobellonj.com. You deserve the best, you deserve a great night out, you deserve Portobello.
Side Spinning Productions put together that show, all sorts of shows. Give us a call, 551-404-3094. 551-404-3094 or sidespinningproductions.com, davincomedy.com. Joe, will you be any place to be seen?
I most certainly will, this Saturday, April 13th. I will be at the Raritan River Boat Club with Bobby Gonzo. 7 p.m. show. The admission food dinner. Dial 732-690-5392. That is 732-690-5392. Also, on Monday, I will be on Compound Media on Chrissy Mayer's show, The Web Spot. Check that out on compoundmedia.com.
All right, there you go. On the break, we got new music from Ambiance Echoes with Falling and Figos with Brother, and you can learn more about both them at khp-music.de. When we come back, I don't know, Pip had an adventure. We'll get into that. We have the interview with author Carl Ubenu. It's hard. It's an African name, and I screw it up, and
Yeah.
I got it right on the interview, but I can't promise I'll get it right now. All right, short break, and yeah, go pee, go tinkle, and then come back. That's what you should do. All right, 7 minutes. How am I introducing this segment?
I mean, what you just said is good. I don't want to give it away to you now, but you just say that Pip had an adventure,
Okay.
a mishap.
I missed that.
Are you going out?
You can go.
No, I was going to close the door.
Yeah, close it. Sure.
So all the cat toys that we have, and they love bottle caps, shoelaces, and crinkled up balls of tinfoil.
It's funny. There'll be Not sure we'll go shopping. So we'll have like a basket
Yeah.
of cat toys.
Yeah.
And we'll go in there and he'll look and we'll take out what he wants to play with. Smart cat. He's got the most expansive vocabulary I've heard out of any cat.
Really?
I mean, I don't know.
Very different meows. and
Very
sounds.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas play, they all sound like complaints. Every meow sounds the same, like it's a complaint, like you're hurting me.
You're hurting me.
me.
Oh, I went down the YouTube hole and I've been watching for some reason I've been watching DUI arrests and women like freaking out and whenever they get in handcuffs, you're hurting me, you're hurting me. Like
Open your
over and
wallet.
over and over again. Open your wallet, you're hurting me. I mean over and over and over again. It's like, oh my God, shut up.
Yeah, like I'll be up in the middle of the night and I'll watch this like beatbox guy on like TikTok
Mhm.
where it's like this really good looking woman cooking and I don't know why I'm watching it. Watching that, probably because she's good looking. And then I'll also watch these like hand wonders. Like I'm gonna remember any of this.
Oh, I
And then
know.
I'm thinking, wow, that looks good.
Sometimes they're good and sometimes they are cooking such shit. And you're like, how? There was one that it was like they were sort of making a meatloaf in the middle of the pan, but then they had eggs and butter and potato chips. And I was like, and then milk. And I was like,
And there's this one guy where like
Horrible.
people will tell him to like go to these various fast food restaurants and order this weird shit and he'll do it and try it.
oh wow, how
Yeah,
weird.
there's been some, like you went to McDonald's, order the land, air, and sea, and it was like a burger and like a fish fillet and chicken nuggets.
Is this like the secret menu kind of stuff?
Some of it's secret menu, some of it's just not.
Oh, this crazy stuff. They
Yeah.
say, go try to get that.
Like he went to like this place called Pizzaology or something, and he like ordered a pizza with like everything they have on it.
Ooh. Oh, that would be terrible, terrible, terrible.
Well, because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. that's what I'm doing.
I know, that's what ends up happening. I end up watching like the Karen videos or people get pulled over and it escalates really quickly or like some like guys writing somebody a ticket and then somebody else blows by and takes the door with them and almost kills the cop and he's like jumping out of the way like, oh my God. That kind of stuff, I don't know. Car
Yeah,
crash.
there's a lot of people up at these hours.
I know,
Because I'm always watching live stuff. Why are they even watching it?
I don't know, but it's like that was one of the best things about the internet though, is that I mean, naturally I'm a night owl, so working during the day is really hard. Getting up in the morning is tough. But that's the best thing is that when you wake up in the middle of the night and everything's quiet, there's still somebody up to communicate with. I talk to my friend in Australia sometimes
Oh, that's nice.
when I'm up in the middle of the night. Yeah.
I'll end up going downstairs, like, because I don't want the wife to bother her.
Yeah, yeah,
I go to,
yeah.
and it's cool down here.
Oh, sure. Yeah, because the heat travels up and it's like sometimes it's like I'm just trying to keep the house at a decent temperature, but all of a sudden you're broiling and it's like, how did that happen?
The segment will be 10 minutes.
Got it. I have the stopwatch already. This is the kind of music that the people that are younger than me and work at the day program, they like this.
Yeah, one of the record companies that this is a lot of what they have.
Yeah. Well, this is what's popular.
Well, they're a European company. I think it's their own stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I used to go to I have like a techno CD somewhere. I used to listen to this shit.
Yeah.
I listen to a freestyle CD, You're my dream. Like that. Remember that shit from like the 90s?
No.
Like Robin S.
No.
Because the girls I dated used to listen to that. They get
Yeah.
exposed to always listening to my shit.
Yeah, well, it's like you listen to what the people around you listen to as well. So.
You're listening to shite.
There's a certain era that I know the popular country music artists of that time because my roommate used to listen to it, you know. And our rule was my car, my music, you know.
I love a good Oak Ridge Boys tune. All right. Oh, God bless you. Glad you got that out of your system. Fucking animal. Speaking of animals, what the hell are they doing up there? All right. This segment is brought to you by Who Gives a Fuck? No, it's 10 minutes. All right. Let's make sure this is still working. Yes, everything is working. And we go.
It's Wrecking Ball Radio.
There's no rules. There's no rules.
Holy it's amazing.
I see our sarcasm and nastiness grow.
It's Davin's Den.
Good evening, everybody. You are listening to Davin's Den. Yes, Davin's Den, the show that is better than doing the perp walk off a JetBlue flight. We are better than that. I am your host, Davin Rosenblatt. I am joined by Joe Curry. Hello, Joe.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Fantastic. And Pip Helix. Hello, Pip.
Hi, everybody.
On the show, we'll do some scammers with Elon Musk. It's been a few weeks. Turbulent Air and his JetBlue anti-Semitic. That was Pip's blog. And we have an interview with author Carl Unebu about the new book, the author of the book Comedy Goes to Court When People Stop Laughing and Start Fighting. Now, what we're going to do with that is Carl and I had a very lengthy conversation over 30 minutes. Obviously, I can't play you all of that tonight. But if you want to hear the whole interview, we're going to put it up there on the podcast. So you go to davincomedy.com or iHeartRadio, wherever, or Odyssey, wherever you get your podcast, and it'll be at the end of part 3 if you want to hear the full interview with Carl. But we will give you a taste of that tonight. Speaking of taste, Pip got a taste of bad happenings. I don't know what you did, but Pip was squawking about something. Something happened to Pip. She actually left the house, and something happened.
I did leave the house. One of my hobbies is gardening in the front yard, and unfortunately, I am in a constant argument with the landscaper who does not understand my attempt at gardening, and so
Well, just get a new landscaper.
well, they're cheap.
Right.
You really just want them to mow the lawn, but they don't understand the difference between lawn and things you plant on purpose.
That is a common thing with landscapers. Like people who get landscapers, even when we had one, they always want to cut down stuff or pull out stuff that you don't want them to do.
Right. Like I was looking at your shrubs and we talked about that they like cut down the sides of your 3 shrubs out here, like really to the nub. You know the ones I'm talking about.
I don't, because it's been a while since we've had.
Oh, okay. Well, they keep running over with the lawnmower my irises.
Oh,
And irises are expensive if you buy them piecemeal.
they don't like to be run over with lawnmowers.
No, they don't. They don't take well to that. Yeah, they have trouble.
Yes, I'll tell you what. You run me over with a lawnmower, I'm not recovering that quickly either. For being honest about it.
And it's not like they are like little teeny nubbins. I mean, they stand up. They're pretty out.
Now,
out
do you
in
have
front.
them like blocked off with like bricker? Or like,
Well, I had stones around them, and they were kind of small stones, but you could see the designation. No, they would just run over. So
our lawnmower can run over everything, including rocks.
really, so when I
Why don't you get a Spanish speaker there to help you?
No, I mean, I have explained to them. He sent the guys over after work for me to explain to them what I did or
He's the boss. Why can't he explain?
I-
No mo'o iriso. I'm
I
pretty sure that's how you say it in Spanish, Joe.
That is exactly how
My
you-
5 years of Spanish led me to that.
No, I mean, there have just been mistakes that drive me crazy. So I was like, okay, I see the irises popping up. They are just so hopeful this year that they might be let to live. So I was like,
So you never get your irises.
yeah, you know what? There might be one or two, and then mow. You know?
Kill, kill.
Stop killing! Stop weed whacking! Stop mowing them! Oh my god!
But after a while, you just go. You know what? We're gonna stop you. You
Yeah.
don't get to come here anymore.
I know.
I know they're cheap.
Yeah. Well. Here's what I did. So I got. Now I live pretty close to. Anybody know the Palisades in New York? They're giant rock structures, and pieces of them fall down. So
What are you on the
rocks-
side of the highway?
No. Well, they're on. It's a state park. So
There's Pip on the side of the road. Ezekiel's looking for dinner, and Pip's looking for gardening tools. and
I'm looking
stuff.
for rocks.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, there's not enough time.
Just
for
go to
that.
Home Depot, buy some stuff. Let's
I'm
go.
like, no, they're big rocks.
Oh my gosh.
So I go to the state park and I'm picking up the big chunks that have fallen off the Palisades. And so then I'm like, people are looking at me. So I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to get in trouble. Some Karen.
You're stealing the clips, woman.
They volunteered. They fell off.
It's a trap.
I'm taking them home piece by piece.
God.
So I get
You're gonna have teenagers making out in your front yard. That's what the Palisades are for. That's where we used to go, up to the cliffs. You'd make out there.
Is that why this keeps happening? Yeah.
Well, when I was a kid, yeah. I mean, where else am I gonna go?
Mr. Helix and I did some courting on the Palisades.
Even the wife, it was very romantic in the
Very,
beginning. Yeah,
very.
yeah, especially if they've never seen it before. Let me take you on the Palisades.
Yeah, it's actually they're pretty impressive.
Well, until
Well,
you
so you
decide to
gotta
take
take
them away and
away
put them on
from
your
the-
front yard.
Piece by piece. So I'm going and I'm collecting rocks, and I get the feeling of
Usually people tell you to pound rocks, but
I get the feeling that some Karen is going to argue with me about taking them home. So I'm like,
you mean
"God."
taking state park property?
Yes, rocks, big rocks that fall off the giant big rock.
Ugh.
So I'm like, okay, I know another place to go, and near
I like how you have a backup place to steal
I
rocks.
do.
Just go to Home
It's a
Depot.
different mountain. They don't have rocks like what I need. I need big rocks that are lawnmower killers.
Or you
Big.
could just tell Pedro, no Momo.
You know, they're different people he sends over all the time.
They're all Pedro.
I'd have to get the army of Pedros and explain. No, so I got big rocks. I'm gonna need a bunch of them to go around.
You know, it's funny, Joe. She has rocks that are actually bigger than the irises will ever grow.
Yes.
So there'll just be a rumor of the irises behind the rocks.
Yes. I'm going to have boulders and little teeny peeping irises out of them. Anyway, so I go to my backup plan. I go.
So you drop the rocks that you were stealing.
No, I put them in my car and I go to the next stop. I go to the next stop and I was going to turn the way that Mr. Helix and I always go towards his brother's house, but I turned right and it's behind a yeshiva and there's nobody there. And I see this little place on the side of the road and I'm like, oh, look, the perfect size rocks. And they're kind of surrounded by like
Joe,
weeds
do you
and
feel like she
trees.
found like a Jewish cemetery and she's picking up headstones?
At my old house, I was doing a job at my little boyfriend's house, and I wound up, he had rock. I brought all these rocks home in my van. I had rock guards all around the house.
Thank you.
I kind of missed that, and I had a tree at my front lawn here. And one night, while the people hadn't moved in yet, I went there with about 5 buckets, and I took rocks from the old house and brought them out here to put around the garden.
Yes.
Under those rocks. So I get it.
You get it because landscaping rocks that size are expensive. I'm like, you get them for free.
Yeah,
They
you see-
just volunteer and fall off the cliff.
Steal from the yeshiva kids.
Well, so I go back there, and so there's one kind of rickety rock, and there's a boulder that's kind of sturdy. I go and stand on
Did that one say
boulder.
Shlomo 1917 to 1957?
As a matter of fact. I know. So I stand on the bigger rock and they lean over to get at the pile of perfect size rock.
You're not agile enough for this.
Hold on. Hold on.
Do you know who you are?
I do. I am not a mountain goat. So I have my
You're
rock.
you're not even like one of the petting zoo goats.
I have the rock in my hand and I am stepping backwards because I'm going to go put it in the car and I fall.
Of course you do. You know how many times you say you can't come in because my back hurts?
I fell on my back and I am lying in a pile of leaves and I have tossed my rock over my head and I realized I can't see too well. My glasses flew off of my face into the leaves and I can't see where
You're
I can find them.
You're like the worst episode of I Love Lucy. Ricky, I couldn't get my rocks. Wah!
Ron usually simply has roaches that, well, no, he makes you just fall over. And that's your passion. You know what? People will goof on me if I throw a roaches. I'm just gonna do this. It's funny.
Well, I called Mr. Helix and he was busy recording a program for his radio station. So I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? By the time he's done with that, it's going to be dark. I can't be lying here in the leaves without my glasses. And I too blind to drive home. As I'm talking to him, and I didn't tell him what happened because I don't want him to panic because he can't do anything about it, I see my glasses. And I said, it's okay, honey. I just have a funny story to tell you when I get home.
We'll be back with Turbulent Air. They're ridiculous. Next segment's 9 minutes.
Okay. Isn't that a ridiculous thing?
Stupid. So freaking stupid.
But Joe, you get it.
Joanne would hear that and go, really? That's like stuff out of the Joanne playbook.
But you know what? My back felt better after I fell.
Good. That's why you're here tonight.
I did.
Wait to get money on a chiropractor. They use the achiever to loose rock.
I found the cure.
All right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
This segment is 9 minutes.
Okay.
It's Davinston. It's Davinston.
We are back and we've collected all the rocks that were in Pip's head, so we're ready to roll. ready to do some turbulent air. God.
You'll see the beautiful serene river. The left, majestic mountains. Uh-oh, straight ahead it seems like we have a big black cloud. We're gonna need you to fasten your seatbelts, folks, because it looks like we're in for a turbulent flight.
A rabbi and his wife have sued JetBlue, living up to the stereotype, over claims they were kicked off of flight. No, Jews, dear, not Jews.
Oh, right, wrong.
They were kicked off of a flight from Palm Springs to New York, also living up to the stereotype. By anti-Semitic staff following a request to switch seats for religious purposes. Abraham Lunger and his wife Miriam Lunger were removed from the aircraft after the rabbi informed flight crew that as an Orthodox Jew, he is unable to sit next to a woman unless she is a blood relative or his wife. And that's how you know how strong Jews are, because they actually want to sit next to their wives. Mr. Lunger had been allocated a seat next to a female passenger and asked to be seated beside his wife or another male instead. But instead of allowing the switch, a confrontation ensued between the Lungers and the flight crew, who are accused of rejecting the request outright and then removing the couple from the plane. During the incident, a male passenger offered to sit next to Mr. Lunger to resolve the issue, but the plane's captain said it'd create a weight imbalance, it is claimed. Yeah, nobody's buying that. The Lungers are named as plaintiffs in the case, allowing Brucha Unger, another Orthodox Jew who was traveling with them, and was also removed from the flight following the incident. You know what? The only ethnic names I get rid of the Jews, because I butcher everybody else. Good for me. Bully. JetBlue is named as the defendant along with a female flight attendant who's referred to as Jane Doe because her identity currently remains unknown. The airline, which is accused of malicious and willful religious and racial discrimination, told DailyMail.com it is proud to serve millions of customers each year from many different backgrounds, but not Jews. No, they didn't.
Wow.
But they pretty much.
That's a heck of an ad campaign.
But
wow.
They kind of did. We do our best to accommodate our customers' various requests while ensuring all customers are provided the experience they are expecting from JetBlue. Well, now that I've heard the story, I know what to expect.
Don't we all?
Due to pending litigation, we will not be commenting further, a statement from JetBlue said. The Lungers and Mrs. Unger were scheduled to travel on JetBlue Flight 2050 from Palm Springs International Airport to JFK. Blown away. What else do I have to say? On December 31st, 2023, according to the complaint, which was filed in New York on February 27th, they are described in the lawsuit as Orthodox Jews who observe the traditions of the faith, including through their clothing and appearance. Mr. Lunger, who is described by his attorney as a respected rabbi, and Mrs. Lunger, who works with special needs girls and serves lunch at a school, had tickets on one reservation. Mrs. Unger, a child care provider, held a ticket on a separate reservation. Due to his religious beliefs, Mr. Lunger is unable to sit next to a woman unless she's a blood relative. All right, so basically what he does is, so they didn't pay the extra to pick their seats ahead of time.
Mhm.
So they as luck would have it, he didn't get to sit where he wanted to sit. So he stands up because he's waiting to see who's going to sit next to me, and it's a woman that's not his wife sits next to him. So he stands up in the aisle and he tries to explain what needs to happen, and other people volunteer to switch with him. No big deal. We just want to take off. The flight attendant's like, no, you can't do that. And then the pilot has to step out here and goes, you're a perceived threat to the crew. We can't have you on this flight. And they do the perp walk with the Ungers and with the Lungers and Miss Unger, and they walk them up. Nobody thought they were a threat. Nobody, and you can hear the audio. The guy was very calm. He wasn't reaching into his coat. A nosh, maybe? Nothing. He was very calm. And from the audio, it seems like the airline overreacted. They did not get compensated for anything for the hotel. There were no other flights that day. They had to lay out the money for that. And then they were also charged with the change. And the airline saying they missed their flight, but the audio says otherwise.
Yeah, they missed their flight. Come on.
So this was Pip's blog, which you can read on davincomedy.com.
Well, it really seems to me that JetBlue blew it because first of all, they pretended like there was a problem being brought on by the Lungers, and really he was just trying to follow his religious beliefs and not sit next to a woman. And he stood there and he had a 50-50 chance of everything being cool. And then when the woman showed up, and probably the steward,
they prefer flight attendant.
Flight crew came over and said, "Oh, you can't just stand there." And he's like, "Well, see, I can't sit next."
See, but that is a problem. You can't just stand there. People are trying to board the plane.
I know, and so maybe
Moish, you got to sit down.
Yeah, so maybe he could have sat someplace else.
Well,
ask, is there a man that could change places with me or something? Maybe they could have gotten his wife to replace the woman. I mean, there's a lot of things that could have been done.
Yeah, but nobody wants a middle seat.
Yeah, but
so he was probably on the aisle the way this sounds.
Yeah,
because there wasn't somebody on the other side. The other woman had the middle seat.
Right, and so, but there's a lot of really simple things that could have been done to accommodate this, and they didn't even try. Instead, they were like, "Oh, we think you're going to be dangerous," and they're going to just not distribute the weight properly.
Which let's stop right there.
Nonsense.
All right, so you're kicking off 3 people. Won't that be imbalanced too? Yeah, that's hogwash right there.
And when you bought your ticket, nobody was weighing them, so it was luck of the draw who was going to sit where. Sit on this side. Dan?
That being said, should they have paid the extra, the fee?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, the situation is not handled right. However, if you know that you're Orthodox and you have to abide by Orthodox rules, you should make it your business to pay extra to get the seats to be by your wife.
But I could argue that's a Jew tax right there. Well, you're charging me extra for me to pursue my religion.
But you still can't. But on an airline, you can't guarantee with an airline. Their airline is their rules.
Right, but it used to be you didn't have to pay extra to pick your seat. I mean, see, I could actually see the federal government getting involved here, or this lawsuit making it go away that this is religious discrimination, that they are preventing people from carrying out the religion because everybody has the extra $15 a seat, I guess.
Like I said, they're gonna say that they're gonna go in court and they might say, well, they should have booked it. However, they're gonna look at trying to resolve the situation. The guy wanted to switch clarify, you know, so it looks bad for JetBlue. I mean, on some of it, because they handled it the wrong way.
Yeah,
They
I can't believe JetBlue wants to go to court with this.
No, what a bad look. And
And their hub is in JFK. Oh, wait, Long Island. You know what's in Long Island? A lot of Jews. And you know where Jews like to fly? Florida. It's like, what are we doing? Like, have you've never dealt with Orthodox Jews before?
It's like blowing that religious horn. Like, here he is.
Chauffeur.
Yeah, it's like blowing the chauffeur.
What are you doing?
They were so disrespectful
Gary.
to these three people.
They had to throw all the people off, including the person that was on a different reservation, just because they said, all right, all you Orthodox Jews, get the F out of here. You know, come on.
If I'm JetBlue, the way to have handled this is we apologize.
Yeah.
There is a protocol. These three people won't be working with us anymore. The people who kicked them off the flight.
Yeah, I just think that, you know, that there was a more modest and decent way to handle it.
All right, we come back with our interview with our author, Carl Unebu.
I didn't mean the word modest.
Yeah, you screwed that up.
Yeah, screwed that
Yeah,
up.
you a very weak ending on a good bit. You kind of petered out right there, didn't you? You screwed it
I
up.
don't know, Peter.
It was out. It's a shame you don't know Peter.
Yeah.
That was a good segment.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell JetBlue's thinking.
What were they thinking? It was like they asked for some bizarre accommodation.
No, it
Yeah,
really wasn't.
He got a guy that would switch places with him. Done.
People switch places on flights all the time.
All the time.
It's not a big deal. Now, look, they could have said, all right, you got to sit down until we board the plane, and then we could do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I'm sorry, you got to hang out these 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then if the guy makes a stink, then you have a reason to kick him off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
listen,
blocking the aisle.
Listen, God will understand.
I think there was a lot, I think there was a lot left out of that story,
I heard the audio.
you know?
The audio. The guy was very calm. It was part of the story. All right. So I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna play the interview. So there's really not much time for us to really talk about it. So I'm just gonna play the interview. That's what we're gonna do.
Cool.
This is Davinston.
Right. I am with the author of a brand new book, Comedy Goes to Court, When People Stop Laughing and Start Fighting. He's not only an author, he's also an attorney. We are happy to have Carl Unebu on the show. How are you, Carl?
Thank you. Sure, I'm good. Thanks for having me, Devin.
So Comedy Goes to Court, When People Stop Laughing and Start Fighting. Do the comics wind up in a cage match? Is that how this works out?
It's not quite that dramatic, but they wind up in court.
You've been writing about comedy for quite some time, and you are a lawyer in New York. What drew you to focus on the world of comedy?
You know, I've always liked comedy. I mean, if I had the chance to do comedy, I would be a comedian. I love, that game. But I simply chose to leave that, practice of comedy to the guys who are really good at it. But I like to cover it from like a journalistic point of view. And I have covered it now for a long time. I still blog about it until presently.
One of the cases that I found very interesting was Jimmy Kimmel versus Rabbi Sondek. And basically, like Kimmel used something that the rabbi had on YouTube, and the rabbi was upset by this. But the court said a private citizen can be used for parody by late night comedians if they post videos or content online. Did I get that right?
Yeah. I think that case really sounds. The court eventually said that, look, this is not. He sued for defamation, and then he also wanted. He said there was some invasion of his privacy and things, and the court said no. I mean, this is on YouTube and everything, and as long as this thing was being done as part of some comedic thing, nobody who saw that episode of Jimmy Kimmel would think that this is actually real. It was a joke. People could tell it was some kind of parody of that situation with LeBron James,
It's still scary though. It's still scary that, your average citizen who posts something online. I mean, first of all, you're posting something online, I guess you want some attention. But next thing you know, you're blown up and you're being mocked and everybody's seeing it and you have no recourse. I think that scares a lot of people.
Yeah, well, it does, but again, in a free society, things are also kind of uncomfortable. I mean, the idea really, for us, it's like, you put it out on YouTube. It's kind of like walking along the street. If you walk along the street, people see you walking along the street. Already you have some exposure to the world out there, so somebody could, you cannot like say, sue somebody for looking at you the wrong way if you're walking along the street.
Now,
You know what I'm saying?
you just said that, these things, if a comedian presents it, it's looked at comedy or parody or satire. And I think traditionally that was true, but it wasn't that long ago where Jon Stewart, who's a comedian and was the host of The Daily Show, is back again, was known as the most trusted man in television. Do you think this is going to increase comedians' liability because we are trusted? Are people attacking comedians because they're not taking what we say as a joke?
Look, if what you present is perceived as a joke, and you want to the person who feels attacked wants to sue for defamation. It's very difficult to get a comedian liable for defamation. Make a comedian liable to get him on a defamation claim, especially because for defamation claim to work, you have to show that the person has made false statement of fact.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah, it has to be fact. But if it's not perceived as a fact, if it's merely perceived as a joke, then usually the courts will say, well, it's either a joke that couldn't be a fact, or it's just an opinion.
I am talking to author Carl Nebu. We're talking about his new book, Comedy Goes to Court, where people stop laughing and start fighting. And I got to tell you, Carl, there was something in your book that really I found troubling, and I disagreed with you with. I did, because I'm reading the book, and you talk about if a comedian is attacked on stage by an angry patron, the comedian usually can't sue the venue because this type of attack is unscripted.
Yeah.
No, but Carl, it happens all the time.
I know. I mean, the law is not perfect, but it is the law.
So, I mean, I've been assaulted in a comedy club, and I didn't think about suing at the time. Most comedians don't want to sue. We just want to move on and go to the next. But if you think about it, they're serving alcohol. Other establishments that serve alcohol have security. Other comedy clubs, most of your better comedy clubs have security to protect both the comics and the staff. How is it not to be expected that something could go horribly wrong and somebody could throw something at me or rush the stage? Why should the venue get off scot-free?
Well, here's the thing. The law cannot protect against everything. There are things that are not foreseeable. If somebody, let me give you an instance about the case I covered here. Like the comedian Andy Dick. I don't know if you read the book.
I read the whole. Yes, Andy Dick. For those who don't know, he had some problems in the beginning of the millennium. He was on some substances. He was performing, and a couple times he was performing in a skirt and no underwear, and he grabbed an audience member by the head and thrust the audience member's head into his privates, and it did not go well.
Right. So that situation, what if the audience member tries to sue the club for what Andy Dick did? Do you think they can win? Would it be right for them to win?
No, because I think it's not to be expected that a comic is going to assault an audience member, but I think it is more expected, especially today, especially the age of Trump, where people are so wound up.
Here's the thing, Devin. If you could foresee that, let's say the person thinks in the audience, this person is a troublemaker. He has assaulted so many people in other places. Every time he goes to a club, he assaults comedians. Well, that's a different situation because in that case, it becomes foreseeable that this guy could do this. So if the comedy club admits that kind of person in there, then they have a responsibility to the comedian and to other people there, other visitors for that matter.
So, if I could prove that this person has been thrown out of this comedy club a couple times for being disorderly, drunk, violent, whatever it is, if I could prove that, then I might have some recourse.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, sure, because at that point it's foreseeable, right? Here's the rule of thumb here. The rule of thumb is, could that have been foreseen? Because if they can't foresee that, then they cannot prevent it. You understand? It's like the thing you just told, the thing we talked about with Andy Dick. The club couldn't have foreseen that he could do that kind of, because it happened so fast, just momentarily. You understand?
I just don't like it. I don't like it, Carl, because I see how violent we're getting into society, and we're all watching these videos of people throwing things at comics and shouting them down and attacking them, and the venues, they don't even have to hire security. I don't like it. I understand what the law is saying. I think that's going to change. I think that could change over time as this becomes more prevalent. What do you think?
Well, it could, perhaps it should, but at the present stage, at the present time, no. Unless you can foresee the thing. Look, the other thing, if a comedian is performing, let's say a comedian is performing, and then some light bulb in the stadium drops on the comedian's head, or maybe drops on the head of a member of the audience. In that case, of course, the club will be liable for that kind of injury, because they are supposed to ensure that those conditions are eliminated, so they don't pose a threat to anybody lawfully on their premises. Maybe a comedian performing or a member of the audience coming to take in the show. Those people are lawfully present on the premises. And the comedy club would have responsibility to ensure that any kind of condition that could be a threat to them, is eliminated. So yeah, that's different. Or let's say the comedian finishes his food and then is walking to his car in the parking lot, and then the person is mobbed by some people from the street or whatever. Again, in that situation, the comedy club will be liable for that problem. You understand?
Yes.
Because these things are foreseeable.
I think my problem with the way the law is being interpreted right now is foreseeable. But we'll move on, because I foresee problems happening, and maybe the law hasn't caught up yet. All right, Carl, this has been a great conversation and a great book. Where can people buy Comedy Goes to Court when people stop laughing and start fighting?
Like any other book, get the book on Amazon, and then, in their local bookstores, all they have to do is ask for the book. The Comedy Goes to Court when people stop laughing and start fighting, and they can purchase the book.
There we go. All right, so that was that segment, and all right, we'll do Scam and Scammers, and then we are out of here. All right,
Okay.
10 minutes and 50 seconds coming up. What am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for. So, yeah, I'm even with that, I'm still gonna have to edit it a little bit. But yeah, what am I looking for? Come on, think, stupid, think. I'm having trouble thinking.
It's Gavin's dead. It's Gavin's dead.
And we're back. Last segment of the evening. It's been a fun show, a little bit different show than we usually do. So it's been a big good time. We're gonna do some scamming scammers with Elon Musk as soon as I can find what I'm looking for, which I never seem to find what I'm looking for. That's the problem with me. Here we go. That's the problem with me.
Millions of people fall prey to internet scammers every year. Scammers reach out to us. We
Looking
scam
for a
them back.
woman with a big
So try
butt and
this.
a crypto
Gavin
account.
Dad scams the scammer.
All right. No, we haven't done Elon Musk in a while. When we last left off with Elon, Fake Davin refused to do business with Elon after his technology failed during a big interview with Governor Ron DeSantis. This is when DeSantis was announcing he was going to run for president.
Mhm.
That didn't work well for him, but like what worked even worse, maybe, or as badly,
was Elon's technology. So fake Davin's like, no mas, I can't do this with you. So we will pick it up from there. And come on, here we go. And now we are on May 25th of 2023. He goes, so what I do doesn't affect your investment with me. He's trying to convince me to stay with him. I go, what I do doesn't affect your investment with me. I go, it is for now. Your companies are based on you, and I don't like the way things are headed. I could be completely wrong, but I can live with that. He goes, I have people managing the business. I oversee the business, but still nothing goes wrong. Slow down.
Wait a minute.
Slow down. And there's been a lot going wrong with Mr. Musk.
Yeah.
And the problem with Elon, the strength was Elon was overseeing the business. And
Right.
people like that. Now Elon's overseeing the business, and people don't like that.
Not so much.
He goes, everything I do is for the best. I go, we'll see how the new CEO does. He had just hired a new CEO for X.
Right.
I go, what you think is the best is not shared by all. He goes, well, I believe that's not true. I go, I know you do.
That's the problem.
That's the problem, Elon. He goes, well, if you believe in me, you should believe in him too. He'll deliver. And I assure you that. So when will you like to invest? And I say, your CEO is a woman.
Oh, wow.
We know you've been busy.
If you're gonna impersonate someone, you can at least know the basics of their business.
Right. It was a big deal that he hired this woman.
Ah,
But you know what? Why should I get hung up on pronouns?
pronouns are very in big business these
Yes.
days.
Elon is just saying her pronouns are fluid.
Idiot.
So I go, your CEO is a woman. And he goes, LOL. Yeah. Oopsies. So then he likes to know when I will like to invest. I go, you don't even know who you hired. You made my point. I'll pass. He goes, Linda Yaccarino. I go, way to use Google.
Yeah, really. It's like that's already a past.
He goes, really? I go, yep. He goes, sir, why are you still here? Because I have a bit stupid.
Yeah, it's like if you think I'm so dumb, why are you still here? Because you are.
Because you are. Sir, why are you still here? I go, where? Home? Instagram? Earth? He goes, chatting with me. I go, would you like me to stop? Well, it seems you don't trust me at all. I go, well, you just messed up the gender of your CEO. Makes it tough, right? I mean, as Pip said before, a 50-50 shot.
and you lost.
Yeah, you lost. He goes, it was a mistake, Mr. Davin. Or am I not above mistakes? I go, fine, but I can't have my money subjected to that type of mistake.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Here's a 50-50 chance on losing your money. Let's just
No. There's 100% chance if I invest with this version of Elon Musk, I'm losing my money.
Well, we know that.
Yes. He goes, but why is everything I do a mistake to you? Others thinks otherwise. I go, I can't help it if they don't know the difference between a man or a woman. He goes, let's be honest. If you were to invest and you get your profit as promised, what will you say then? I go, sorry, man. I need to see an upward trend. Listen, you asked. You could have let me keep thinking. You didn't. So this is my answer. Like he was rushing me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He goes, some people don't like change, but in order to move forward, you have to embrace change if the alternative is a disaster. Well, think about the opportunities you're missing. I go, yeah, Twitter changed with you, and it sucks, dude.
Oh, snap. Oh.
Like he's arguing from such a point of weakness.
Yes.
He goes, it's better. I go, no. And it really isn't. It really is.
No.
He goes, well, it is. Don't use it as an excuse not to invest. You just don't trust me. I go, dude, it's crap. That's not the word I used. Dude, it crapped the bed yesterday. I think you're off your game. You like the headlines too much. He goes, you know it's not about Twitter. I go, but it is. Tesla's a mess too.
Mhm.
He goes, we were talking about investing on other companies, not Twitter. I go, so prove me wrong. I hope you do.
Yeah, show me your great strengths and your, profits booming from your successes. No, right now, this is a bad show.
Joe's laughing.
He's got the rockets that are not making rockets that can't get out of the freaking atmosphere. And all it- No, I gotta convince him. Only thing that matters, scrutiny from the media, scrutiny from shareholders, that's for having a problem being overtaken by the big three. I gotta deal with this, leave me alone.
Well, to be fair, he could use me.
He's not trying to make you as an acquisition to the firm. He's just trying to make you an acquisition of your money.
Yeah, that's not how he can use me.
Yeah, no.
No. He goes, the new AI Corp is going well. I go, good. And you said yourself, we need to pause AI.
Oh, wow.
He goes, seems you're not following. I go, okay, look, I'm not giving you my money today.
Right.
He goes, I'm not asking you to. I'm asking you to trust me. If you do, I promise you 100% assurance your money's safe. I go, you're asking me to trust my money with you. He goes, trust the process. All of a sudden, he's the former Jets GM, Mike Tannenbaum. That's what he always says. Oh, we got to trust the process. Yeah, pretty much. I go, prove me wrong. He goes, then why don't you start small and see how it goes? I go, I'm good. He goes, okay. I go, good luck. I'm rooting for you.
Oh boy. Yeah, really. You don't seem to have a winning team this year, Elon.
No, he's the Mets.
Ah,
Don't get me started.
I was gonna say the Jets.
Shut up, you.
Sorry. I'm
How,
not sorry.
how dare you? Not look around, woman. Behold the JETS. Jets.
Ah!
So he gives me 4 days. May 29th, he's back. He goes, hello. I go, hi. He goes, how are you doing? Seems you've ditched me. I go, not at all. Once I told you no, you stopped writing. He goes, well, it was a little bit disappointing. You've turned me down more than once. I go, you asked, and I gave you an answer.
But he is a most ardent suitor.
Yes.
Here he is back for more.
Yes, yes. He goes, so you were never going to invest, were you? I go, incorrect. I was going to, but for the reasons I listed last time we spoke, I decided against it for now.
Mhm.
He goes, so when will you invest? I am a man, my words. I promise to give you profits, and that's what I'm going to do. I go, when I see some positive change over a period of time from you. Right now, you're too erratic for my taste.
Yes.
I feel like me and Elon need to have a pickle talk.
Yes, you do.
I need to take Elon to the diner and sit him down and go, look, it's not me, it's you.
I have a come to Moses moment.
Yeah, come to Moses moment. Listen, things are, you should take a break. You need to see other rubes. I need to see other billionaires.
Oh gosh.
He goes, all right. Well, if that's the case, let's see what happens in the next 2 days. If I meet your expectations in the next 2 days, will you invest? I go, I think a bit more than 2 days. He goes, okay, 4 days? I go, I was thinking a month. And that's where we'll end it for the night.
Give me a month off.
Yeah, let's see how dedicated.
Take a break, that's terrible.
That's funny.
It really is like a relationship.
Can we see other scammers?
Well, I mean, I am.
Yeah, I know.
I often am.
Yeah.
But I think this is riveting.
It is. It is. It's like, how far will he go?
Yeah. All right. We'll continue with that next week. Joe, what do you got going on?
Friday the 19th, I was in Pro 107 in the New Jersey, 6:45, the 7 o'clock show. I don't have the phone number. I think you're booking that. Maybe you have the number on that, but I will be on Joe Curry Comedy. And also, I will be in Western Pennsylvania on Saturday. More information on Joe Curry Comedy as I got the gig as we're doing the show. So
As long as you're focused. Yes, as Joe said, April 19th, Size Bunny Productions presents a live comedy bistro 107 in Moonachie, New Jersey, starring Doug Carf, Joe, Gary Sharp Jr. For tickets, call 201-440-3339. I think I'm going to do a guest spot on that show too. I got some stuff to work on, so I might do a few minutes on that show since I'll be there. And on April 20th, I will be in Peckville, PA at Case Quattro Winery. For tickets, call 570-382-3855. It was a fun show. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Yes.
Yes. If you like us, tell a friend. If you hate us,
Tell no one.
either way, please keep on listening.